I'm Adrian Vale. Before we begin tonight's story, if you've ever experienced something strange or unsettling, you can send it to me by email. I share real accounts like these with all of you. Tonight's story comes from a bus driver in Reno, Nevada, Carlos Mendez. He wrote to me saying, "I've never told this to anyone because no one would believe me." It started like any other night. Carlos worked the night shift. He drove a fixed route across Reno. The last bus of the night left at exactly 12:40 a.m. This route was different. Once you left the city lights behind, the road stretched out into empty desert. No buildings, no people, just darkness. That night, everything felt normal. A few passengers got on, a few got off. By the time he reached the final stretch, only 4 passengers remained. An elderly man, a young woman, a middle-aged man, and someone sitting at the very back whose face he couldn't quite see. Carlos noticed something strange. The digital clock inside the bus had stopped. The time read 12:57. He assumed it was a technical fault, but then the GPS signal dropped as well. He kept driving, same route, same direction, but suddenly the road didn't feel familiar anymore. No signboards, no streetlights, just a long, endless stretch of road. I was driving late at night, and it was one of those empty highway stretches. You know, the road seems to just stretch into infinite darkness. I wasn't really paying attention to the passengers. I never really do. Just figures and dark shapes in the rear view. But then I noticed something strange. Everyone was sitting in exactly the same pose. No movement, no shifting, just sitting, completely still. And then the elderly man stood up. Slowly, he walked to the front and said, "This bus isn't going to stop tonight." Carlos tried to smile it off, but something in the man's eyes felt empty. The next stop should have arrived, but the bus didn't stop. It passed the stop completely. No one pressed the bell. No one said a word. Carlos pressed the brakes. Nothing happened. The bus didn't slow down. The steering worked, but the bus wouldn't stop. As he sat there, he noticed something. The person sitting at the back was gone. No sound, no movement. He hadn't seen them leave. They were just gone. In the distance, a faint light appeared. Carlos thought maybe it was the city, but as he got closer, he realized it was a tunnel. Dark, completely black. The bus entered the tunnel, and at that exact moment, every passenger turned to look at him. At the same time, in the same way, the elderly man spoke again. "Now it's your stop." Carlos shut his eyes. 1 second, 2 seconds. When he opened them, the bus was parked on a street in Reno. Everything normal. Lights, cars, people. The clock was working again. 12:57 a.m. Carlos thought it was over, but the next day at the depot, he saw a report. A bus on the same route had disappeared 15 years ago. Same time, same stretch of road, and the number of passengers, 5.